Like all businesses, right? COVID has had an impact on our business. You can see that some areas like transportation has some headwinds, right? And offline transactions, especially during the lockdown. But we're starting to see a lot of recovery. I think one of the benefits of being part of Gojek is that we have a diverse set of businesses, and some areas like food, online commerce, and digital, as you mentioned with YouTube, is actually pretty resilient throughout the crisis. We're seeing that a lot of SMEs, which is the backbone of our organization, are migrating online. More than 120,000 alone have actually migrated within the last 3 months since the pandemic. So it's been a crazy ride. And what's amazing is actually about 74% of them actually saw that by being part of GoPay, that their transactions are increasing, and more than 90% have said that the whole suite of Gojek services are helping them grow their business. I think there's two trends that are really important that we are seeing. One is that people are really concerned about hygiene, so that you can start seeing digital transactions on the rise because people are starting to use digital payments organically. But what I like the most is this trend about people being more kind during the pandemic, as we've seen that tipping and donations have doubled since COVID hit.
Wow. That is lovely, actually, something we perhaps don't talk about enough, and we hope that trend does continue. And speaking of longer term trends, I mean, even before the COVID pandemic, an area you operate in, I mean, predominantly in Indonesia and elsewhere in the Southeast Asia region, has been an area getting more interest and attraction from big tech players, some of which are invested in you, but also Alibaba as well. And we think of all the hype now around Ant Group getting ready to list. And that makes me wonder if that's concerning to you, though, as competition steps up and something like Alipay having even more financial firepower to expand right in your backyard.
Yeah, so obviously we always have to think about competition, but we actually tend to focus a lot more on the customer. Actually, what makes Gojek, I believe, so special is we never started as a ride-hailing company that moved into food delivery, that moved into payments. It's always been about this real holistic focus on the user. So you have the drivers, the consumers, and the SMEs, and how can you serve them holistically, right? So a global company that comes in with one vertical is going to find it challenging to compete with somebody like us who, from the beginning, for example, as a driver, we immediately had four services from groceries. We saw them as a concierge service for you, but we also looked at them as a father, right? So they need to meet their family's needs. So from very early on, we had financial products that help their family grow, right? So it could be educational loans for your kids or mortgages for your family. And I believe this diversity and combined ecosystem and unity that sits all under one roof, serving holistically both the user and the merchant, is going to be something that is going to keep us competitive in the long run, especially because Indonesia is such an SME focused market. And that is really our core strength as Gojek, is that we are really standing on the shoulders and working together about growing SMEs throughout the nation, which is something really important during this period.